your name,
like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer, I march until it's over.
Hello, friends and allies, and welcome to a new night video. Today we are visiting Gloof Factory Dungeons and the East Raid of Minotaurs. This because we really want the charm of the Minotaur invaders, and they can only be found in this area. The raid starts every 15 minutes or pretty much 10 minutes over every hour, except the first hour after server save. And the raid pretty much works that it's 3 waves of monsters spawning, and if you're higher level you wanna enter at the last wave. But since we are at a lower level, we do not want to miss a single monster, so we are entering pretty early in this wave. And when it comes to access, you need 300 Oramond points to enter this area, and the chance of it being east, west or south raid depends on how your server has been voting lately. And when it comes to which damage to deal, I will be using the Abyss weapon because it's simply the best, but the Falcon Battle Axe or the Gold Token 200 weapon or Phantasmal Axe will be working as well in this area. So there are great options, since 200 weapon are generally superior to 100 weapon. So what damage does the monsters do, and which monster deals the most damage? The invader deals the most damage, and it's rather clear that physical damage is the most common damage with 86%. So a prismatic ring is a good option here to be more safe, because if you're making a huge amount of pulling, you will have a lot of monsters shooting you, so a prismatic ring may not be such a bad option. The knight, which I'm using, has 122 in base in skill, and using the following imbues, and for charm I'm using low blow on the invaders. And by having low blow on the invaders, I'm more likely to be one-hitting the monsters and cleaning the 8 box quicker. And for praise, I'm not going to be using any. And to think about this in this spawn is that there are some Minotaur totems which are healing the monsters. So do not stand beside them when boxing, because then it could be very rough, and especially if there are 2 of them. And use the Gloof extractors on the Gloof powered Minotaurs to make them into the powered Minotaurs to be able to kill them. And in this area, it was only possible to hunt here as a knight after the new exeta res, so it's a good opportunity to be making some charm points. So I entered the raid pretty early, and the raid was for 17 minutes for me, and during this time I was able to pull 5.2 KKXP an hour on 150%. And depending on how much charm you want to be making here, to finish the Amazon you will be needing 40 raids, and to finish the Executioner and Mutant you will need pretty much 22 raids. And since of the change of looting, where you can loot the further stacks down, this area became much more profitable than before, since it became much easier to be looting. So my tip for this area is that you should go at least 4 raids to finish the Minotaur invaders. The charm of the other creatures can be made during rapid respawn in Oramond northeast during rapid. But otherwise this is a fairly nice area to be going as either knight, paladin or mage. And to think about this area, or my recommendation is that when you're running this area, keep to the south and drag the monsters from the north to the south. I think there are a general tendency for the totems to be spawning to the north. But remember also that the monsters are spawning in waves, and the same goes for the totem. So if you're really unlucky, a totem could be spawning beside you while you're having an 8 box. And in those cases, I highly recommend that you are using your summon and try to kill a Minotaur invader beside you, because the totem will heal the monster by a fair amount. And after the hunt, you can simply just sell the loot in Oramond pretty easy as well. Once again, as a knight, we need to be really happy about the vocation balance and the exeta Ampres. Without it, we wouldn't be able to be going here. So, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my content, and if you did, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I will see you guys in the next video. Happy hunting!